Hey, what's up, Dennis? Quick demo video for you for your Aniflex V2. Got this done today, so we can go over it. Had this for a couple weeks. Been working on it off and on, just doing a few things here and there. It's installed with a Proffie V2. You've got CCSabers LEDs in there for your main pixel. It's a 2-button setup, so your activation is a top button, and then your auxiliaries down here underneath this button. I take this piece right here, and as I'm screwing it in, if you screw it in all the way, it pushes down the tactile switch and it doesn't function. So I take a little bit of E6000 and I put it on the threads, and then I thread this in to where I, just exactly where I like it, and then leave it alone for a while. It locks it down, and now I've got a nice tactile feel and everything's good there. I did take your blade retention screw, which is right here, chopped a few threads off so that way it's not sticking way out here when you got a blade in. This takes the 7/8 inch Neopixel blade. And then, although it does open from the middle, I make a removable chassis for this guy. So we just want to open it here from the pommel, right? I'm going to give you this super fancy tool that I 3D printed, patent pending, right? So it just helps you get in here to these two grooves. It just kind of locks into these two grooves, and you can untwist this guy or twist it open, do anything you want. That way you don't have to use anything metal and you don't scratch your chrome. But just give it a few twists like this. It's a simple thing, but it works really well. So I'll just send this out with your saber. And then this piece comes out just like this. You'll see your speaker in there. Go like that, and you can pull your chassis right out. So what we've got is just a removable chassis. It's a removable chassis. It's a removable battery as well. So spring side over here is your negative. You've got your Proffie board right here. It didn't really need the art tape on there. I just went ahead and put it on there so you can see. You can see it with the tape on there, right? Because that's why I put these grooves right here in the chassis, just in case you keep popping your board up and down over time. If it loses the press fit down into the shelf, that's what these grooves in the chassis is designed for, just a piece of art tape. But then you've got your Smuggler's Outpost PCB here, and then your 14-pin PCB is down in there. That never comes out. All right, so and then I did get the fonts on here that you asked me to put on as well. My table's shaking, man, sorry. We're gonna have to try to get through it. So we'll throw a battery in.
You underestimate my power. Is it possible to learn this power?
You've got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker in this guy, and it's super loud. So once you put your battery in, you can just take your chassis and push it right in. I'll push it all the way as far as I can with my fingers without pressing on the diaphragm of the speaker, because you don't want to do that.
Is it possible to learn this power?
And we'll take this and we'll screw this on. Now you can screw most of this on with your hand, which is fine, but this is what actually engages your chassis into those 14 pins. So when it starts getting a little tight on you and you can't do it with your fingers anymore, that's when this little guy comes in handy. So you can just come in here and you can really just tighten it all the way down. And that's what we'll do. Tighten it all the way down like that.
What have I done?
We could do that, or we could come over here and use the activation. Right? Tap it again and turn it off.
What have I done?
Right? And just hold it for a second and let go to turn the soundtrack off as well. And then auxiliary to your next sound font. But we're going to go ahead and throw a blade in here first. So I got your blade retention screw down as far as I could and still able to catch the blade. So you should be good there. We'll throw that in. Lock your blade retention down. I accidentally skipped one, so we'll go back.
Anakin.
Nice slight flicker to your blade. Next one.
Anakin Skywalker.
Just like that. And then we'll go ahead and take this blade out. So you can see everything's working. I did leave the stock fonts on here for you as well in case you want to mess around with those. So that's always an option. And then when we're done, we just do the same thing, right? We want to come over here with that tool I gave you and just loosen this up a little bit to get it off the pins. I usually just use my hand or my fingernails. We'll take it right off. Just try not to drop it. So when you come to take this out, it might go off on you, right? Because I gave you adjuster controls and you got to kind of give it a couple bumps to get it started, but that's fine. And we'll turn it off. You could twist it off like that, or you could come in here and just take the battery out with your finger, either way. So that is your saber. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will get this guy out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right, thanks, man.